Hello everybody, I'm so sorry we blue screened. I am annoyed so much.
You're still offline, Yuri. Oh no, you're back,
Okay.
I'm back. Yuri?
Random blue screen, that was not fun. Yeah?
Oh,
What?
you okay?
Yeah, just heavily annoyed.
I don't blame you, that would be highly annoying too.
That probably shot the stream's performance for the whole night.
Well...
On the bright side, I have... On the bright side, there are 10 followers now.
Yippee.
Yeah. Okay. Time for Operation Nether Base.
Operation, let's do something! I have something I feel like can help lighten the mood. To a degree.
You do?
It's worth a shot. Well, I saw this one picture that just made me have to do a... Oh god. The first part was like someone going... I slayed a dragon. Another person went, I trained a dragon. Another person went, I raised a dragon. And you wanna know what the fourth picture was?
I think I've seen this meme. The last picture is of Miss Kobayashi, right?
Just donkey.
Oh, donkey.
Just-
Yeah, donkey applies
There's
too,
no-
I guess. Actually, I think donkey applies better.
He's like,
Because, like,
there's no text.
because, like,
There's no text.
Kobayashi has not accepted Toru's advances. So, yeah, Donkey from Shrek works better.
Yeah, that makes actually a lot better. He laid a dragon.
Yeah, I got
Let's
that.
flip
I
it.
got that. I've seen the meme before.
Like, I see that and I just have this like, oh dear god. I know what it means. I'm just sad I know what it means. It's one of those, why do I have to be aware? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird feeling.
This is my home now. I am not leaving the Nether until... I'm not leaving the Nether until I have some... I'm not leaving the Nether until I have Netherwart. That is what Operation Nether Base is.
Where's my Kiki? He laid the dragon, now slayed them.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiki slays the dragons.
Yep, Kiki is the one who kills the dragons. Tommy will crush.
Absolutely mercilessly.
Yep, I hate the sound gas makes.
Fair.
Fair. No one blames you. I have mentally lost my brain. Dog toys. Look, it squeaks. Cat toys. Come, child. It's time to do drugs.
Haha.
The catnip wasn't good enough, apparently.
Time to chop down another mushroom.
You do
Wait.
not like the mushroom economy.
No, I still have plenty of... I still have enough mushroom to make another pickaxe. That reminds me. Time to make my chicken pit for the nether.
Yep.
If this chicken pit doesn't work, then I don't get a chicken pit. Chicken! Okay, we have our chicken pit.
The chickens. Let's go, chicken pit. Go.
No, I might as well just bring my crafting table with me.
Might as well take it with you. So apparently someone did a size comparison of people from the Justice League. You wanna know who the shortest one there is?
Who?
Superman.
Really?
Apparently he's a 59.
You mean 5'9"?
A 5'9", while Wonder Woman's a 6'9".
Huh.
Yes, I am, Kiki. Very much so. I'm excited to see what anarchy ensues. Apparently,
I also kind of hyped her up for the Arlong Park arc.
Sure. Oh, something's in you. Something's in you. So, yeah, apparently Manhunt is 7'1". Yeah, yeah, Kiki, he's super lacking. And Batman is 6'2". But not in all departments. You got a great personality. Yeah, that's true, he does. Say, who do you guys like better? Superman or Batman? And no picking the or button. I won't let you.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Good, that's what I would have done. You get to see a fish man for the first time.
Oh yeah, Arlong Park is when we're first introduced to fishmen.
Flash.
Oh, something cool. Apparently, fishmen were originally going to be introduced back in Shellstown. You know, the arc where we met Zorro.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why'd we not?
Oda's first editor encouraged him to save them for later, as to not overwhelm the audience with, you know, One Piece craziness right off the bat. Yeah, and honestly, that might have been a good decision.
That is honestly a good decision not to overwhelm the audience too fast.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Like
No! God damn it!
Apparently so, yeah, Kiki.
Yeah. And also, this next one is fairly common knowledge, but Shanks wasn't originally going to lose his arm.
Yeah, he wasn't. I remember you telling me that.
Oh yeah, I did.
You did. Kiki didn't know that though.
Oh. Well, yeah, Oda originally wasn't going to make Shanks lose an arm, but then his editor, who was his editor at the time, who was actually like his first editor ever, basically said, hey, it doesn't really feel like we have it. It doesn't really feel impactful enough. The day was saved, but nothing was learned. And so Oda got the idea of, okay, what if Shanks lost an arm? And,
No, that makes sense.
yeah, could you imagine what would have changed if Shanks never lost his arm?
I don't think really anything would have changed because, like, the fact that your hero had to come and save you from getting kidnapped still would have been a traumatic event nonetheless.
No, I mean, like, in real life, like, how One Piece would have performed and stuff.
I'm not actually sure, because I feel like, honestly, like, not much would have changed, but again, I could I did not know you came as a siren, Yuri. Can you be my new alarm?
No. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and it really pissed off the best swordsman. He wanted a fair duel with Shanks. So much. I guess.
None of the chickens are grown up yet!
I wonder why. Leaves them for half a day, comes back. Why haven't you grown up?
I'm starting to have second thoughts about this Operation Nether Base.
You were the one who chose this plan. Now you may lie in your bed of thorns.
I'm aware I'm the one who chose this plan.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Yeah, yeah, the one pace thing we're doing has been really helpful. I predict that next Saturday when we meet, we'll get through Baratier that day.
It will be good. Did you know? But yeah, neither is hard. Oh, nether. Oh yeah, so
This might be a
if you
stupid idea,
elaborate,
so I'm not going to do it.
okay, good on you. Would you like to hear some? Would you like to hear something? Something to pass the time? Unfortunately, besides Azure, this would be the last Eldritch I'm allowed to read out because I can't read Comey's out. That kind of would be not cool. AI's is off the table. Do not do Vapor. So I only got like 2 options, and I kind of like to save Azure's for like, you know, when we eventually meet him, which will be never.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've only got like either Comey or this other person tells. Careful of lava by Kiki.
Yeah. I saw.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
No, you're not. Not pull that on me. You're anything I don't know, and you're not okay. You're doing the squeaky voice. You're not okay.
And I lost all my stuff. Great.
Well, it killed you. Hold on, I'll see what.
Not even a crafting table. Not even a crafting table survived. Piglins are right outside my doorstep. Half a heart. Half hunger.
It burned.
Yeah, I feel pretty fucked right now.
I don't know what we can do to stop the situation.
Wait for these chickens to grow up and hope I don't get salmonella.
Probably will. Lava good at cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would never like them to be the person who's gonna be my maid. I don't want lava as my maid. I don't need Lava Girl busting into my house and then, like, setting everything on fire.
Just because you can survive solely off stuff in the Nether doesn't mean it's easy.
Nope. Well, guess we're really gonna need something past the time now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, if these chickens get us salmonella and we die, well, it's better than just running for it.
Can you look up how long it takes for a Minecraft chicken to grow up?
You get to meet the Straw Hat Cook soon, Violet. I'm pretty sure we saw him.
Yeah, we did watch a little bit of Baratier's first episode.
I hear he's the one who smokes.
Uh-huh. What are your first impressions?
He reminds me of that one dude we saw at the beginning who got poor Zorro into like crispification.
That's fair. All you really got was his character design.
Yeah, he just looks like a.
Okay.
Looks like.
There's my HRT alarm.
Yep. You go and go get your HRT.
Yeah.
It's 20. Thank you, Kiki. That's how long it
20
takes.
minutes?
Now we really need something to pass the time. Don't worry, I've got the solution. It's called Glock.
How would a... Guns don't exist in Minecraft, and even if they did, how would they help me right now?
You can shoot the piglets. And they can eat them. How would gun not help you?
I would get killed immediately. I'm on half a heart. I am not Dream!
Gun! Where you are far away from the enemy!
They're right outside my door!
Here's a tactic I call. Open the door and immediately back away. You're not immediately next to them when they're swinging. You have... Gun! Gun!
The golden... ZA!
What? Oh god.
Nani Konoksa!
You got slayed through the walls! What the fuck?
Actually, I think I heard my door open.
They opened your door?
That is considerably worse feeling.
It's terrifying! Well, that would be therapy. Noted.
Grabbing you. And you. Ah, shit.
You know, Yuri, with everything burnt, why don't you just back up from the nether, go to gather material from the surface again and just, I don't know, take a moment away from the nether to give yourself like a little break. Like, I know the whole saying of, I know literally Naveen's whole gimmick is how you just try again and again and again, you'll get it, like, but you're just going again and again, and you need a mental health break. Just
Tekimasu!
saying. Huh?
Tekimasu!
Why are you saying that?
I'm saying I can do it.
Let's see. I still don't know if I understand that thing.
At least the zombified piglins don't attack me unless I attack them.
They said. But yeah. Dear Lord, that was stressful.
Fuck. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not going to say your real name, Kiki. Huh.
Yeah, we don't see people's real names out here. We have. We are not even.
Also, 90% sure that Violet doesn't know your real name.
I remember. Fuck. You definitely told me. I just forgot. Fuck. Why does my bad memory have to work now of all times? Like, when I want to forget something, it doesn't work. But when I do want to remember something, that's when I forget. taking out a bit of time. Do you feel like we are ready to read hear one of the two Eldridges? Yuri?
Sure.
Alright. Now pick between
Damn it.
either Comey or the other one.
I don't know.
Jingokin Ovan Inu. The Eldritch of Self-Loathing. Form of Wolf Mount. Danger level 8. This Eldritch harbors deep hatred in its heart, where it channels through its blind, colossal mount. Whenever it encounters anything that reminds it of itself, it unleashes its fury upon it. The Eldritch once stood on its own while engaging in self-destruction, taking the form of a humanoid shaped from blood. Yet this mound has been instrumented in holding it back from harm, ensuring that it remains unharmed. Despite their past conflicts, the two have learned to work together in perfect harmony. The Eldritch acts as the mount's eyes and voice, while the mount serves as the Eldritch's legs and body. When encountered at night, this Eldritch and its mount can react differently depending on the person approaching it. If approached with empathy or fear, the beast will offer guidance and advice. Carrying the individual on the mount's back, it is even willing to provide help when re-encountered. However, if approached with hostility or hatred, the Eldritch will attack with merciless fury, tracking the individual down relentlessly. It has an impeccable memory for scents and faces, and will not forget those who have crossed its path before. This Eldritch is painfully aware of what it once was, and carries nothing but regret and rage, while the Wolf Mount can only recall its life when in the company of the Eldritch. Power level 17 to 18. How to win. Either make amends for your actions, reason with it to calm down, or have Dispel Curse on your side. It will be spiteful, however, if you approach with 3. Choose the third option. What do you think?
Five viewers right now. Okay.
Yippee! But yeah, what do you think of that Eldritch?
It's interesting.
Is it too scary?
Ah!
You have a child now.
A child that will kill me when it grows up.
You know the rules. Kill it.
It will draw negative attention if I attack it. I will let it suffocate when it grows up.
Damn.
I'm aware of how hardcore that is.
I gotta leave for like 10-20 minutes to close up the 8th floor.
Okay.
You're just chilling. You're just chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't
Kill
want
him.
to attract bad attention.
He's just chilling. Kill him.
He will die of natural causes.
You'll die of suffocation.
Suffocation is natural.
I came to see the road of beating the Ender Dragon. I did not expect during the road I'd witness someone suffocate. What? A road, indeed.
It is a road paved with blood.
Dear God. Just like that Eldridge. I honestly enjoyed writing that one. The character's name who is responsible for this Eldridge is Hoy. Funny thing actually, depending on the person, the Eldritch will respond differently to their person that is responsible for their existence. For an example, for Hoy's, clearly the thing will try to kill him at any instant. However, for someone like, I guess for someone like Comey, it would try to become one with them, I suppose.
Okay, that's weird.
It is kind of weird, honestly. The Eldritch sometimes can either be neutral, positive, or negative on the person responsible for them. It honestly depends on their despair of how that thing responds to them. Like self-loathing, obviously the thing's gonna hate you. Yourself hate you back. With someone like Devotion, I don't think they would care much for themselves, to be honest, and be kind of neutral. And I don't think the Eldritch for Immortality is gonna care if the thing... I feel like that thing would probably try to kill Moy at any instant. And Vapors...
We have 6 viewers!
Hello, people.
Let's see if that baby piglin has grown up and suffocated yet.
I never thought I'd hear you say those words.
I never thought I'd say those words.
Well, we've both been proven wrong, I guess. You sure it's dead?
I believe it's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Dear God.
Need that chicken to lay eggs.
Yep.
Why didn't I make a
Come on,
composter when I could?
No coil. Out of all the Eldridges you did here, which one was the most disturbing or the most scariest?
I don't know. I'm only half paying attention. Most of my focus is pointed towards this.
You're saying that that's a bad thing. The fact you're putting any attention to this is very flattering. But still, no, do not apologize for trying to prioritize the game. That is the whole point of streams. Do not apologize. Anyways. Yeah, I feel like for Comey's, this one's a fun one, because I did tell you Comey's. This one will be interesting for you. You ready?
I need to save the durability on my pickaxe. I will dig through the netherrack with my hands.
Dear God, I don't even want to know what happened to your hands at the end of it.
Stuff I need isn't up, but down.
You always got stone to waste, I guess. I feel like I still stand by what I say of like, for a commie, I'm gonna wait until the whole story is complete before I write their Eldridge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because gives the whole amazing thing. Like, yeah, I can't predict that because I have to know his before I go and make a despair creature, an Eldritch.
Yeah.
I did have a fun idea though. I did have a concept so far from what I do have. But I feel like I'm gonna save that for like when we learn the horrible reality
Of Okami's past.
and that Akami's father was a furry.
Okami's father was not a furry.
Well, that's sad to hear.
Yep, nope, nope, nope. This is not the place you do for that.
And then we walked all the way back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we're back to 3 viewers.
Yep, I noticed.
Anyway, would you like to hear Komi sing while we're busy mining downwards?
Sure.
Thank you. I know this is hard for you. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do amazing, sweetie. Komi. Sakai. Sakai. Toko. The Eldritch of Perception. Form of a masked armor reaper. Are you doing coordinates?
Somewhat. Hold on.
Alright.
Damn it.
What are you trying to create?
To my knowledge, there is something in the deltas that you can make a furnace out of, but I couldn't remember what it was. Then I remembered that I think it can also be found by digging down and digging near the bottom of the nether.
I see, alright. Danger level 8 or 9. Most don't get a chance to spot the Eldritch's ability to blend in. Yet, it drives people crazy to find. Of those who have passed either days or years ago. Yet it seeks no ill will, while it perhaps the minds of those alive to make the ruse possible. Why it does this is a way to keep the dead's legacy running in their place, while making illusion duplicates of itself to push this to more than one at a time. Yet it destroys an illusion once they're caught and creates a new one for the next dead to honor. When in combat with a hostile or weak eldritch, however, is what truly sparks others' desires for it. For it will change its kitsune mask to one of the enemy's closest loved ones, even if they have no memory of itself. 4. With the new phase, it traps the target's mind in a perception illusion that comforts the target until they turn submissive. Then pulls them into a form of embrace the target prefers most, while appearing as their closest loved one. Yet once embraced, it drains the despair and suffering from the target till purified, either curing the sanity or mental health of a mortal, or even bringing an eldritch back to their mortal form. Its power grows far stronger than what it was as a result of this method of gathering other people's perceptions of the world, prompting those suffering to flock at the chance to be purified. Power level, once 13, now 20. This one doesn't get a how to survive situation, because technically you're never gonna die to this thing. This one is what I deem the heretics of Eldridges. That instead of having despair so strong it shakes the world, it takes on other people's perceptions and despair to strengthen its own. Truly the deemed heretic, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking on you. But yeah, that's why Komi's is definitely the most interesting. And as a result of trying to gain perceptions, it probably would try to like connect with with Komi themselves. But I mean, if your Eldritch literally can take on the form of anyone who's died, how comfortable would you feel knowing that?
I don't know. Okay.
Probably not well.
Now, if I remember this correctly... Yes! Okay.
That's good.
Yep. What?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Living in the Nether is terrifying. Alright, Violet.
Yeah?
Nothing.
You said my name. What is it?
I think my mind might be cooking.
But that we talk.
And not cooking like figuring, like working, cooking like it, cooking like
Your brain's
like a
Your brain's
chicken in
dying.
like a chicken in the oven.
That's why I asked. I wasn't saying like, oh, you got a plan or something. No, I was asking like, do you mean like you're cooked mentally right now?
Gold. If I can get enough of this stuff, then
Do you need to rest?
it's not even 10 o'clock. I'm fine.
Listen, I love you, sweetie, which is why I'm warning you, like, hey, if you're getting wiped out this fast, maybe you should get some rest.
Just 5 nuggets short. Wait, huh? Oh, just a glitch. Do chickens not lay eggs in the Nether?
I don't know.
I need something I can turn into fertilizer. Does this work? Nope. Not sacrificing my 1 crimson fungus. These haven't grown. Shh.
You okay?
Skeleton.
Dear God. You-
These mushrooms aren't growing either. All I need is one chance to go crazy on a giant mushroom. Rin, pyo, to, sha, kai, jin, rets, zai, zen. Should be just enough for one more bone meal.
We need more.
Out of hunger bars. Okay. This music is not helping.
That makes sense. Kiki has not been texting in a bit.
Yeah, I
Makes sense.
saw, I noticed.
Been pulling out my comments. Well, soon gonna be around the time when. Why does my phone keep doing that?
Keep doing what?
Blacking out on me.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know. Ever seen a wall that just looks like a wall that you would see in a video game where you have to get bombs?
Not sure what you mean by that.
I see.
I think this is good enough for another bone meal.
I'd hope so.
The answer is no.
We tried.
I need you to grow. And have you laid an egg? No, you have not.
I swear to God, why do you keep blacking out on me? I hate that this thing keeps glitching. You know, I have probably a couple of more Eldridges I'm gonna have to make someday.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just setting up a trap to eat anything that falls into it. An egg! Nothing.
We're doing our best. Oh. Back. Back, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki.
I think Yuri has had her brain fried.
I've definitely reached some sort of limit.
And you probably should listen to that limit.
You see that trap I made? I was licking my lips when I was making it.
Why were you licking your lips?
Why else would someone lick their lips?
I'm just saying, you seem exhausted. Maybe you should rest. I'm just worried about you.
Okay, just to ease your concerns, I'm playing this up a bit. Like, you know, for the audience and stuff.
What was that you said?
Just to ease your concerns, I'm playing this up for the audience.
Ah, see.
Yeah. I'm not actually at any sort of limit.
You lied to me.
I think this is it! Blackstone!
Nice.
I think this might be what I'm looking for. If I am correct... Yes! Hoglins.
They're coming.
Hoglins drop pork chops.
Why do you phrase it like that?
I'm just stating a fact. A delicious
A fact
fact.
Concerning facts.
If a fact is concerning, does it negate the fact that it's a delicious fact?
Yes.
I think you
I
might be
hide.
overreacting just a bit.
Kiki, am I overreacting? Exactly.
I can't burn slabs? Oh, what?
Why would you want to
Well, this-
burn something that's...
So I could turn the hyphae into charcoal?
I was gonna say something else, but okay.
Hold on, I can at least... Oh, I can't turn stem into charcoal. Guess that means my only source of fuel is sticks. Jumps
Sticks
snuck up on me from behind.
God dang.
Whatever, my sanity meter gets a restart. Also, I'm grabbing these.
Alright.
By the way, my sanity meter is directly inverse to my hunger. Just to clear that up.
Ah, I see. Just a little bit, just a little bit. That's so kicky. If you could make a wish, any wish, what wish would you make?
I don't know. Well, actually, no, there is one. There's something I can think of.
And what would that be?
That once a year, a number of people that doubles every year, over the course of a night, will painlessly become their true self.
Well, that's a sweet wish.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting one, but I like it.
Yep. Hey, Piggy! Over here, Piggy! Piggy! Over here, Piggy!
What do you think my wish should be?
I don't know. You know what,
Do you
Piggy?
want to know?
Yeah, kinda. Oof! Yeah, what would your wish be?
It's an embarrassing one, but you had asked me this question before. The wish I would make.
Life is fun.
No, it isn't. The wish I would make. To have a friend who could actually understand me. Like, do you know, like, the definition of a soulmate, but through platonic friendship?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I would wish for that, honestly. No, I wouldn't wish for Gates of Infinity to get a remake. No, I wouldn't wish for any powers. I'd probably just wish for that.
I think I have a friend that's like that to me.
And who would that be?
I don't want to divulge any info on her.
You don't have to. You can just say that they are your friend.
She is my friend, and I will always stick with her.
That is very sweet. Kiki, what would you make a wish about? If you could wish for anything. wishes are odd in some way. Most people have to be cautious of how they phrase their wishes.
That's only if you're dealing with a genie or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me actually. I have heard from one of the DMs of yesterday's campaign that like Fey gods are gods who intentionally cause chaos.
Huh.
And turns out one of Moi's gods is a Fey god.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The more you know. It makes way too much sense because it is a running gag that at least once Moi has been turned into numerous things. I wish I was joking. And this man has been through 50 stages of hell. Actually, I'm curious. How would Yami respond if Moi defended them, but in the process died?
I don't know. Why isn't this hoglin going after me? I need bacon.
I don't know. What would Hami's wish be if she could make a wish?
I don't know.
Would she wish for other beings to have freedom?
I think she would wish for her mom back.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, now it's going after me. Or so I thought. Here, piggy.
Do you want to take a guess what a commie would wish for? Oh, you'd wish for money. Kiki, you'd wish for money.
That's totally fair.
It is.
I think it's like glitched and stuck or something. Oh, yep. Come here, pig. Come at me.
Come at me.
Wait a minute.
I think it's just Babin. Yeah, money's a fair wish.
Oh, no way! Don't tell me it's too smart for that! Every mob falls for this trick!
Except them, apparently. Well, we've been owned by intelligence, everyone. We peaked.
Thought every mob fell for this trick. I don't get it.
We don't understand. Money down to buy happiness. But it solves like 90% of my problems.
Yeah.
Doesn't buy.
I think that number is 99 for me.
It's like, yeah, money doesn't make you happy, but it does.
Hey, Piggy! Mmm. Crimson mushroom. Wait a minute. Is it the blue mushrooms that Hoglins like? I thought it was the red ones.
I don't know.
I mean... They spawn in the red biome, though. Money doesn't buy happiness, it buys peace of mind. That's a good extension to the phrase.
I suppose, yeah. Do you know what else money buys?
What?
Equipment to make the sequel. The remakes. Yeah, I'm not letting that go. Yeah, think about it. I do gotta make Torrance's Eldritch now that I think about it.
Okay.
Do you remember who Torrance is?
Yeah, the half Aarakocra, right?
Oh, you remembered!
Yeah.
Impressed.
Well, not gonna lie, that's mildly frustrating.
That is kind of annoying.
Sound of piglins getting what just refused to fall into my trap.
It's an interesting situation.
It's a frustrating situation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just need a little bit more bone meal.
Hopefully.
Yep. Then I can plant my crimson fungus and have self-sustaining bone meal. It's a trick I figured out last time I tried something like this. Okay. Now grow. Who knows how long that's gonna take. I think I have to bone meal it, actually.
You know, I had a curious question because I did think about it and I'm like, could it work?
Could what work?
It was just thought in my head, but like, you know, there's always been a system from Monica Magica where like the soul gems can make a magical girl transform since they are their souls. A part of me wonders, what happens if a magical girl's body is gone? Like, hear me out. Let's say
Cubase
someone witches out.
Cubase probably causes it to just reform or something like that.
Okay, well, what if the soul gem is too far away from the magical girl's body? Could another magical girl take that person's soul gem and use it?
Probably not. I'd imagine,
No, but
like... I'd imagine that the incubators work
God,
to avoid situations that would make things more complicated.
they're like, we can't have someone use 2 soul gems to transform.
Yeah.
Can't let that happen. Even though technically that I did see that there was a magical girl who had 2 soul gems instead of 1. No, that actually was a thing.
Okay.
So like, is it possible?
Did she have like split personality or something?
I think so. I think so. That meant when she transforms, she can give 2 grief seeds. However, she dropped neither. Apparently there's like a chance where like a witch can drop seed. But is that the case? Like, I fight tooth and nail just to fucking win a fight to get my prize, and I win nothing.
You know, There's something I have been wondering about ever since I watched Madoka Magica.
What is it?
What would happen if you drained a grief seed of all of its... What would happen if you drained a grief seed of all of its darkness and stuff?
Would it become a soul gem again?
Yeah, that's something I've been wondering about.
That is a good question. That's also kind of hones into something I thought of. Like, I had an idea of, like, what if there was a magical girl who, probably due to someone making a wish, has a soul gem that is refusing to break. Let's say someone made a wish where it has to stay in the condition of a soul gem and can't become a grief seed, can't shatter, or in any of those means.
I would say that probably has a sad backstory behind it. Given what happens at the end of Season 1 of Madoka Magica, I would say that it probably just works.
What do you mean by just works?
Just that, it just works. No extra complications needed.
But yeah, your soul gem remains the same no matter what. And probably as a result of said wish, you could probably gain the ability to, like, maybe... Like, what if the magical girl had the magical ability to, like, purify soul gems as a result of their wish? Like, that type of wish. Like, what power would you get as a result of, like, making a soul gem stay the same?
This is going into the territory of the magical trans Madoka Magica crossover fanfiction that I never actually put to paper.
You wrote that? And
No,
you
I just said I never put it to paper. So no, I didn't write it.
I had a similar idea. I had a similar idea of two characters in mind. I had an idea of these two characters.
But yeah,
One
have
character
you read Magical Trans?
No, but you did interrupt me.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, it's okay. Kiki's off work. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bye, Kiki. What I was meaning was, like, I had an idea where, like, there was this person who Kyubey approached and asked them for a wish. And they probably could have wished for something involving something they actually could have, but probably because they care about this one person, they chose that this one person could get the body that they want. And is given the body they want. And this person probably would realize that they became a magical girl. And because they once were a female, technically, they are able to become a magical girl as well. Even though physically they're not anymore.
I don't think that gender is actually a requirement, it's just more like tradition or something.
Yeah, but because they technically were one, that kind of works. Technically.
Yep.
So their wish, when they realize and actually ask the incubator question, they probably would only make a wish when the other person is close to having their soul gem either shatter or fall to despair. And probably would make that wish of keeping the soul gem the same.
Yeah.
Not letting it fall into any other condition. So then, what power would that individual gain as a result of that type of wish?
Probably some sort of healing or buff ability.
The ability to remove your despair from your soul gem.
Yeah, that would probably... It would probably be a self-sacrificial ability, though.
Yeah, like, you have to absorb their grief with your soul gem.
Yeah, exactly.
And what would happen if, like, two people made a wish for each other? Would Kyubey just give them a correlating ability because, like, you both technically made a wish for the other? Might as well give you the powers that are supposed to be
Synchronicity bonus.
Yeah. And you know what? You both wasted a wish on each other. Might as well.
After the stream, I am going to give you a link to Magical Trans. I want you to read it. It is one of my favorite manga, even though the only translation is fan translated.
Is it the magical girl? Is it a magical girl one where like a magical girl transforms into a buff dude? I pray not.
No.
Oh, thank God. Yes, that exists. I don't know why it exists.
Anyway. Yeah, Magical Trans is about this absolute egg who ends up joining a magical girl club thinking that it's like a cosplay club or something, and that he'll get to like, ooh, look at cute girls doing cute cosplays, but then it ends up being like actual magical girls and stuff, even though it's like technically like artificial magical girl stuff and junk.
Then how exactly would that go?
A crossover between it and Madoka Magica?
Yeah.
Well, first off, the Magical Girl Club would probably try and recruit Madoka before Kyubey got to her.
Just everyone going for Monica.
And it would probably be the right choice for Madoka too, because like the risk is heavily decreased.
I don't think Homer's gonna accept that nonetheless.
Hey, at least she doesn't become like the worst witch in history or whatever.
Gretchen. I mean, that is true, but still. Homer would probably be like, well, hell no.
Yeah. Anyway, the main thing I always imagined with it would be involving Kaiser, who is basically the closest thing the series has to a main villain. It doesn't really have a main villain. Shit. The series doesn't really have a main villain. Since even though it is Magical Girl, it's more like slice of life stuff. Kaisek is the closest thing the series has to a main villain. And Kaisek is the Demon Lord in the same way the main characters are magical girls. Like artificially through technology and stuff.
I see.
Anyway, so what first got me thinking of this was Kaiser has this little pet thing that grows stronger in the presence of negative emotions. So it would probably get like an insane power up when fighting a witch.
That would actually, yeah.
And then the Demon Lord would get her hands on a grief seed. And that's just gonna be a whole bunch of interesting things going on.
That could actually be interesting. But I do actually agree with what you said.
Where my imagination always goes is the Demon Lord finally having other demons to lord over.
It finally has solved its job now, yippee.
Yeah, basically she would figure out how to like create a new body. She would study the grief seeds and basically turn into Kyubey's worst nightmare.
Dear God. They're stealing our energy!
Yep. The main reason I came up with this idea was because I didn't like imagining Sayaka's story having such a sad ending.
I see you do not like Octavia. Or Zyka's witch.
Didn't
It's like
didn't realize witches had names, or that they were different from the magical girls that the witches used to be.
they actually have different names. They all do. Like how Monica's witch is called Gretchen, Walpurgis Nacht is not the same name as probably the magical girl, and Homer is called Homalily.
I thought Walpurgis Nacht was like a title.
Honestly, that's fair to believe. That is kind of the name of a disaster from some things I've heard, so it makes sense. There's also, like, another one, like, Candelaro, which is Mommy's witch, and Ophelia being Kyoko. Yeah, so the witches' names are not the same as the magical girl.
Okay, noted. Anyway, my imagination would be that Kaiser comes across Octavia. That's so
So this means, like, way later on, when Sayaka has witched out.
Yeah.
Or if ran out of energy really early.
And after that, she would be, like, studying the grief seed and figure out this kind of, like, despair energy or whatever, and then
Siphoning all the despair.
She would try and siphon all the despair out of a grief seed, and
out of curiosity.
Yeah, because realizing that she could, like, get power out of it, and then that would just end up with her with, like, a grief seed that doesn't have any darkness in it.
Which, from what our assumption would be, it'd probably be back into his soul gem. So, what
Yeah,
happens
but
at that
point, Sayaka's body probably would have died.
Less died, more have been in a coffin.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
but it would have actually, like, died because... It would have actually died because, like, remember, Kyoko had to, like, actively keep Sayaka's body alive.
So basically, it was acting like how a normal body would, rotting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it'd probably be in a coffin, all rotten up at that point.
Yeah. So, Kaiser would do, like, more experimentation and eventually turn the grief seed into a demon core.
I mean, it still could have been a soul gem. Like, wait, what happens if, like the hypothetical of, like, the ability that we thought of, if you keep a soul gem the same, the power you get would probably be to absorb other people's despair into your own. What happens if you take all the despair from a grief seed?
Yeah, and that's, like, kind of the crux of the whole thing. So
like...
From there...
Oh, God.
From there, Kaiser would turn the grief seed into a demon core, and Sayaka would get a new body that forms around it.
Dear God. What form would she take?
Like, just like her old body.
I see. So it's like, you kidding me? I'm trying to make a monster and I get a teenage girl? No, like a 14-year-old?
Considering Kaisar's whole deal, she would probably be like thrilled for the demon she's making to end up being a cute girl, considering the reason why Kaisar herself made herself a cute girl. Because
like, we have
it was to drop the guard of enemies, or so she says.
Sure, she believes that that's gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah, but but we all know that the real reason is the same reason why the main character sleeps while transformed.
It's just a nice feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, that would be an interesting way for things to go.
But yeah, Magical Trans is like very good at demonstrating what dysphoria is like, which is crazy because to my knowledge, the mangaka was an egg when they wrote it.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Impressive. I feel like that'd be an interesting, like... I feel like
so
that would be...
so the entire series was likely written off the false premise of all boys want to be girls.
Just to lie to everyone. Evilness at its purity.
Nap. Nap.
Nap. I will say that, like, yeah, that'd be interesting. That would actually be cool to read, you know? I also,
Yeah,
like,
after that, I think Kaiser would probably make, like, a demon army, because a demon lord needs a demon army.
So she's gonna steal all the grief seeds and all the magical girls and be like, hey, yo, what the...
And when they start panic, and then she would start delegating getting the grief seeds to the demons, and Madoka and Sayaka that would probably cause Madoka and Sayaka to meet again.
What would happen to, like, wait, what? So, like, does this demon lord like, hey, Metro Girls, I can take all your despair.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I can go which more?
Yeah, and then let's see how let's see how the Walpurgis handles a demon army. I'm willing to bet that not even the Walpurgis can stand against the might of a demon army.
The what?
I sincerely doubt the Walpurgis can stand up to the might of a demon army.
Yeah. It would be a beautiful thing to watch.
Yep.
How's Homer gonna...
Oh no! Ah, man. OBS.
Like...
it disconnected.
God dang it. Yeah, just like Homer's just like, what is happening?
Yeah, she would be like, this hasn't happened in any of the previous loops.
She's like, this is odd. You know, I actually had like a fun idea. Remember that story thing I brought up about the
Okay, it
whole thing
reconnected.
where
It
lives?
reconnected.
That's good. So remember when I brought up the idea of like how, hey, what? Remember when I brought up the idea of like, hey, you know, like, what if a person made a wish for someone to be their true self, and someone made the wish that Soul Gem stays the same no matter what? And Cupid decides, why not, and just swaps their powers because they both made a wish for the other. I would imagine this could lead to an interesting type of character
I feel
where
like the incubators only have like a limited amount of control over like the magical girl stuff. I feel like all they
I
can
guess it's
really
just
do is extract the soul gem, and even then it's almost like how genies are portrayed in Ninjago, where they can't refuse the wish. Because otherwise Kyubey would not have allowed Madoka to do what she did.
yeah, they don't get a choice in what you wish for. Yeah. So like, I
But yeah,
suppose
what do
there
you
probably
think
would
of
be some.
my idea for a crossover between Madoka Magica and Magical Trans?
That would be nice to hear. Actually, I think that'd be a cool story to hear.
It's also hilarious because because like those two are like the embodiment of like the only two magical girl stories you get nowadays. It's either shockingly dark or gender bender. There is and sometimes both, I think.
But not usually.
Yeah.
And even then, Monica Magica isn't really about darkness or despair. It's more of a story about. It's more of a story about something else. It's not really a story about edginess or dark magical girls. It's just more. It just takes a more realistic form of it.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like I do want to finish like the idea of like this the
Also,
character I
I
was trying
feel
to.
like just like the idea
Uh,
of Cube of and the incubators would would anger the club president to high hell.
I'd be angry too.
You don't
They'd hit they'd hit up
you
home.
don't even know who the club president is.
No, but they're mad at Cube, then they're a sane person.
No, you don't understand. The club president would be extra mad at Cube.
Elaborate.
So, the club president, the whole reason she made the magical girl technology and the magical girl club is because she is so obsessed with magical girls to the point where most people would consider it unhealthy.
Understandable.
And she is and a big part of that is like the and a big part of that is obviously what magical girls stand for. Cube is basically a perversion of all of that.
It's basically like a F you to your face.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you thought magical girls were to give hope? No. Yeah, I too would be very mad too. Like mad.
She'd probably take the fight to the entire incubator race.
She'd probably be like hitting up Homer, be like, hey, yo, you want to kill this motherfucker together?
Yeah. And she would definitely also, on top of all that, like create like give everyone in the club new power-ups, which in this in this in this timeline would include Madoka.
And that's what?
In this scenario, that would include Madoka.
Yuri?
Yeah? Yeah? Was I cutting out or something?
Yuri?
Yeah? What? Did OBS disconnect? Hello? Oh!
Yuri?
Can you not hear me?
Yuri?
Can
Hello?
you not hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Oh no. It's shitty internet. Don't worry, it'll pass.
Okay, here you are.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you worried me. I was like,
Okay,
you okay?
what was the last thing you heard?
You were like talking about how like I was saying like in home. You were talking about like how they get an upgrade in their abilities.
Oh yeah. The club president would totally like make the biggest upgrade and like give them the biggest power-ups ever. And since in this theoretical timeline Madoka would be part of the Magical Girl Club, that would include Madoka.
So what would the upgrade even be?
I don't know.
I feel like the upgrade to like ignore.
Probably an additional transformation.
I see. Duly noted. Either way, I think that'd be cool, actually, yeah. I was actually gonna say, before you interrupted me, like, for that one character, like, if we can give the pass that Cube somehow would have some control of your magic, of, like, what magic you get, then imagine a magical girl whose whole ability is that she is a mercenary who is the definition of a heretic towards the magical girl system. Someone who absorbs the despair of other magical girls, yet her soul gem can never shatter.
Ooh.
So it's constantly just a magical girl who has lived far longer than most have intended.
She's
And
probably a straight up adult at that point.
Yeah, but have we ever seen a magical girl physically grown up?
I've seen like some story summaries about something like that.
I think one character
I
who
saw one
you
where
can
like a
make.
magical girl had to come out of retirement. I saw one where like, oh, I'm too old to be a magical girl now. I have to pass it on to you, my daughter.
In the magic in like Madoka Magica?
No, like in just like various story summaries.
I'm talking about Madoka Magica.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the only exception that I can think of is like these magical. There's like some magical girls who are in their 30s.
Really?
Yeah, there's a magical girl in her 30s. I'll look it up. She is real. I've seen her on my. I've seen her before. She's real.
Okay. Let's see if there's enough room for this mushroom now.
Magical.
Okay, this is something. Thought I might have fallen into my trap.
Did you know that Yachio is... Yachio and Mifuyu are 19. But there's this one motherfucker I remember. I remember what she looks like. I got a video of her. I'm gonna pull it up. I can't let her go scot-free without me calling her out. Here we go. Mizitsuru?
Okay. Now, if I am correct, this should get me lots of bone meal.
I would hope so. Mizitsuru H. There's a magical girl named Mizitsuru.
Six whole bone meal!
Nice. There is. There's this magical girl named Mizuru. You wanna know how old she
Mizuru?
is? Mizuru. You wanna know how old she is?
How old?
From the wiki, it is stated she is 21. 31 in the dream.
Huh.
She old. She an old magical girl for sure. And I got a photo of her. Like, I got a photo of her. You can look at her later. Not right now, but like, she looks so young despite the fact she is an old magical girl.
So what do you think of my fanficky magical girl crossover?
You swap subjects.
Yeah. I want to know what you think about it.
I told you already.
You did?
Did. I like the idea, I do. I was also wanting to say my own idea, but sometimes you interrupt me.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's fine. But what I was trying to say was like, yeah, to answer the question, yes, she would probably be a very old magical girl, but she wouldn't appear like a very old magical girl. As a result of, like, how it is, I don't think they age physically very much.
Yeah.
So this magical girl probably looks...
I mean, magical girls in Madoka Magica are basically just...
children.
Wait, what? It's saying I'm offline! Okay. Okay, what's wrong with my... OBS says I'm streaming.
I think you are, but it's, like, loading right now. Yeah, you're streaming right now. I don't know why.
Huh.
On.
My phone is... My phone's mediocre sometimes.
It does its best.
Yeah.
But, yeah, back to what I was trying to say, that's fine. This magical will probably look pretty much still pretty young, despite the fact that they are a veteran at this point. And I could imagine that their introduction to the series would probably be something goofy. Like, I could imagine the first person they encounter is Madoka. This is an idea I have, okay? Can you please listen to it?
Yep, I'm listening.
Thank you. The idea would probably be like, she'd probably encounter Monica pretty early on, and like, she is a mercenary who will purify other magical girls' soul gems. And if we go by the same philosophy that if we drain all the despair from a grief seed, they change back to a soul gem. Provided you can keep the body before you can keep the body and still keep the body fresh before the wish. And there's probably a lot of restrictions that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd imagine that this magical girl probably would do all these for favors. And probably would do one for Monica. Probably due to the fact that they have a lot of potential and says, why not? So I'd imagine later on Monica would probably ask them to check on Saika and keep them from, freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay.
I did
So
it!
I think
Mushroom stew.
you did it.
This is going to be my only real source of food for a while.
It is something.
Mm-hmm.
You can never diss something.
Once I'm done setting up the mushroom farm, I am getting. Once I'm done with setting up the mushroom farm, I am getting a. I am. Once I'm.
You're upset then!
I kept having a. I kept having a tongue turnover, and I didn't figure out why, and I finally figured out why.
Why?
They're both mushroom farms. This mushroom farm is just the big mushrooms that work as trees.
Your point?
Okay. Anyway, as soon as I finish this mushroom farm, I'm going to make the food mushroom farm.
Okay. Get it. Dear, dear Lord. But how do you think a character that is a mercenary who goes to purify other magical girls' soul gems in exchange for favors? I would imagine that, like, the character does not ask Monica for, like, Monica has not made her wish at this point. She'd probably be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that to a newbie. I can't do that. I can't make her make a wish for me. However, I don't think the others are trusting of this mercenary type, I guess.
Fair.
Which very valid. Honestly. And I feel like probably their friend, probably the person who had their soul gem even remain the same, their friend probably witched out a good amount of time with her constantly having to undo it. I'd imagine there'd be one time where she wasn't aware, and when she went to go and solve the issue, another set of magical girls defeat the witch.
Ooh.
So, some people died that day. A lot of gems were shattered.
That just sounds like a bad event.
It's a canon event, bro. It's a bad event indeed. So basically, they're carrying around a soul gem that has no longer a body, and it's like, this is fine. This is okay.
When it is absolutely not fine.
Like, this is fine. You may never. Maybe we can make them a new body or something. maybe we can fix this.
Yep, nope.
So
Sounds like someone needs help from Kaisark.
someone does. So I could imagine that you could think that like she probably could be selfish and make Madoka wish for this magical their friend's body to be back. But the fact that they refuse to do that because that's really unfair to force someone to make a wish since you agreed to help them, that sounds kind of unfair.
Oh yeah, super unfair.
So I'd imagine her favorite of Madoka is like when Walpurgisnacht arrives, she's like, hey you, go to safety. It's time for you to pay me that favor. She probably would be the best person to fight Walpurgisnacht since she can't technically die. Like, keep choking her at Walpurgisnacht, even if she's not strong enough, she ain't dying anytime soon. You know?
Yeah.
It's like fighting a wall. So how exactly would she fit in the crossover exactly?
I'm not sure.
I feel like she probably would show up around, like, before Psycho Witches, and probably would be kind of curious on what this club thing is, but mostly keep to her own. I feel like she probably would encounter the members while they're doing their own tasks and be like, what kind of magical girls are you guys? You guys don't look like magical girls, but you're acting like magical girls. What's going on?
Okay, that thing is faster than I thought.
They're very fast. They're very fast. But yeah, how would the committee respond to a magical girl like her exactly? Because she's
Not
technically.
not sure.
Because on one hand, she kind of is an abomination to all magical girls. But on the other hand, she is technically sparing magical girls from dying by becoming witches.
Well, it's not the victims of Cubey that the club president would consider a perversion of magical girls. It's Cubey himself.
Absolutely, I get that. How would the villain, the demon overlord person, how is she gonna handle a magical girl that siphons the despair or the energy from
I
other
think she
magical
would
girls?
probably try and recruit her.
She'd be like, hey you're doing what I'm doing. How much energy is in your soul gem? You don't want to know. This gives the look of, I don't think you want to know. You okay?
I am happy.
You won.
I
How do you
have
feel?
raw pork chops in my hand.
It's a nice feeling to have food. I feel like if a villain got their hands on her soul gem and they attempted to siphon the energy from that soul gem, I don't think they're going to be prepared for how much is in that thing. Because that thing is going to be holding years and years of despair from herself and other magical girls and witches.
Mm-hmm.
That is a concerning amount, and that probably could get her an army.
Yep.
That magic could probably store her for years. And Cupid be like, "Why'd you do this to us? Why'd you do this to us? Like, how could you? You're not you missiles."
Yeah. And then I can just imagine the look they would give Cube.
I'm just like, fuck you, I stole all your magic and more. So like, look at all of this you could have had. Look at it. Look at all of this. Look at it. It's not your own? Tragic. It's just gonna be that meme of Patrick going, look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it!
So here's something else I thought of.
Go on.
The club president would totally try and like research the incubator's technology, right? Because like
Yeah.
she would probably want to see how it compares to her own.
Yeah, probably. And then she's gonna find out the fashion disaster known as that girl. I actually have a name for the character and a design. However, I don't remember where the draft is of her design, the doodle is, but I do remember her name. The name is April.
I think
Yeah?
my life in the Nether has finally started to go up.
We're going high places.
Yep.
How do you feel? So yeah, like, I just had a realization. What would happen if what would happen if April became a witch somehow?
Well,
Like someone wished it or
Kaiser would probably like I can imagine April just waking up a couple hours later and Kaiser just saying, welcome to the demon army," or something like that.
Just goes, fuck you, you already psyched and had my idea earlier.
You have a grand future as one of the demon generals.
Hey, the general. What the generals?
She'd probably make Sayaka a demon general too, just out of respect for her being the first demon she made.
And the only reason April's getting it is because of how much energy she's giving.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
April would be a very powerful demon.
And a very deadly witch. How exactly would her witch even go?
I don't know.
I like the idea that this is the witch. I feel like hers would be the
Also,
witch.
in this theoretical crossover, I will not accept Sayaka and Kyoko not ending up having a life together.
You know what? I can't diss it. I respect that hustle. You ship them too, don't you?
Yes, of course.
It's impossible not to. Even I do.
Well, unless you're homophobic.
Well then, they don't exist They don't exist around me. They don't matter.
I should be concerned, but but I'm just glad I know you'll stick up for me no matter what.
Of course. I will say absolutely that, like, I do ship it because, like, look at it. Look at it. You can't deny it.
Also, how they were in the third movie.
You can't deny it.
Yeah, how they were in the third movie was like a glimpse of beauty.
It was like, this is what we could have had if this show was nicer to us.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we don't get that. And that is the reality that we live in.
Yep.
However, I will say, it would be funny, because, yeah. I did actually think of how her witch would go. I like the idea that this is a witch that feasts on the despair of other magical girls to fuel its own strength. Kind of like how Komi acts. So it would probably do something similar to Hamalili, where it will try to grab a group of people and set up an illusion. While people fight its familiars. Magicals fight their familiars. It keeps up the ruse until the magical girl attempts to witch out, which then it siphons the energy from it. It is the witch of rebirth, technically. So while technically it's an interesting witch where it's like, it will feast off the energy of witches and magical girls, completely devouring witches, where the only thing left of them is their grief seeds. And even then, those things would have been purified to the point they're back to soul gems. And spits out those which spits out the witches' bodies into their magical girls' bodies. Which is a
honestly,
terrifying thing, honestly. I don't want to even imagine what that looks like.
How do you think Sayaka would react to becoming a demon?
Probably not happy.
At
Think
first,
about it.
probably, but at...
What do you even do as a demon? Do you just sit there in a courtroom just like... I don't know.
Like how she would take it.
Well, how exactly do demons in this world work exactly?
So, the demon core, aka X Grief Seed, aka X Soul Gem, is inside the body. You know, where a soul is supposed to be.
Obviously.
Yeah, and they have... Their appearances are influenced by both their appearances as magical girls as well as their appearances as witches.
Oh, then I probably shouldn't describe what April looks like as a witch. You are not gonna be happy when you hear it, but do continue. Please do continue.
Yeah. And they do have, like, regular everyday forms just like magical girls do. They also have very potent regenerative abilities and I feel like I mentioned this already, but they have the powers... But they have the same powers they had back when they were magical girls.
The difference is, your soul gem is in your body.
Yeah, your soul is where it's supposed to be.
What exactly do we even do with witch demons in the first place?
Yeah, so I'd imagine Sayaka at first wouldn't react to becoming a demon well. But I feel like she would immediately feel so much better upon hearing that she's actually closer to being human again than she has been ever since she made the wish.
But what do you even do as a demon? You never answered the question, Yuri.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what they do?
Harass the Magical Girl Club. I mean,
That's...
that's basically all Kaiser ever does. And like,
that's it?
yeah, basically.
Supposed to arrest people? You're telling me I joined this army, and you're telling me all we're doing is arresting people.
Harass. Harass. I said harass.
Harassing people, that's it. I chose to become the villain, and all I get to do is harass a person.
Look, it might sound like I'm underplaying it a lot, but basically that is all Kaiser does in the series.
Oh my god.
They do have like some actual fights every once in a while.
Of course, I'd imagine it wouldn't be the same otherwise.
But yeah, for the most part, it's basically just harassment.
Dear God, we're following a person who just wants to harass people.
But remember how I said for the most part? Yeah, for the most part is because of the few times that actually result in Kaiser and the Magical Girl Club working together.
I imagine April would be like, honey,
Kaiser is a good person. She's a villain for the same reason that the Magical Girl Club president is a magical girl. They like it. Yeah, they want to be.
I can imagine just April, like, as she's hearing this person, and then she asks, okay, what do we do as demons? Explains, and then she goes, you fucking serious?
Well, Kaiser wouldn't explain it in that way. She would explain it in a flamboyant, serious-sounding way.
And then April's like, so you just harass people. Duly noted. I'll go write that for the IRS, don't mind me.
But yeah, I seriously recommend you read Magical Trance. It is easily one of my favorite manga for a reason.
Well, then you know it's good then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a crack in and see if I like it. But yeah, I think, like, honestly, like, a witch that basically makes it... How exactly would you feel if you had to fight April's witch? Which is a terrifyingly strong witch that can make its familiars feel like you're fighting a witch.
Not sure.
It's like... I didn't even describe what this thing looks like, and I haven't even gotten to that. Oh, hello,
yeah.
Welcome back, Kiki.
Hello.
The best way to describe its form is like...
probably not the best timing. I was literally just decided, hey, maybe we should call it quits soon.
Now you decide quits.
Well, yeah. Like I said, before I was just playing it up.
That is true. You were.
Yeah, Yeah.
Alright.
We will stop for the day. after either this pickaxe breaks or we hit air in the tunnel.
Got it. But yeah, to describe this this beautiful April's beautiful witch form. Imagine a gigantic beast that is made from vines.
Or we can
With
just
some
or we can just stop when I die. Wow.
yeah. So back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In a second. Okay, everyone. So tonight's stream ran into a lot of troubles. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for viewers for watching.